Since Moses came down from Mount Sinai, there hasn't been such a fuss and a hoo-ha about tablets as we've seen following the launch of the Apple iPad. Incredibly, we're only 18 months into the tablet era, and yet already the iPad and its 100 or more imitators have completely redefined computing. Funnily enough though, even in this vibrant market, it's not at all hard to define which are the serious players and which are the also-rans. These two tablets, the iPad 2 and the newly launched Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1, are clearly emerging as the best of the bunch. Now, the iPad 2 you probably know a little bit about. It's been out for several months, and these days even a month is a long time in electronics. So I'm going to look briefly at the Samsung, which is obviously less familiar because it's brand new. Now, I could name 10 things about this tab which are actually superior to the iPad 2. The screen is brighter and clearer, the battery life is better, it's actually thinner and lighter. Also, it has this lovely rubberized back, which means it actually feels a little bit better in the hand. However, it's got one major strike against it. It's not an iPad. Now, that's just not my personal problem. I've just been looking almost randomly at this report from the States. Tablet buyers only want the iPad, report says, and it's quite graphic. There we see that 94.5% of buyers say they want an iPad, and the rest are almost negligible. So I suppose the real problem is for anybody trying to bring out a rival tablet is that if the other guy invented the wheel, how are you going to reinvent it? So iPad is for the moment king, and the king app on the iPad is the magazine and newspaper app. This is how I've been saying it for years, other people have been saying it for years. We're going to consume most of our printed media on one of these within a few months or years. Now, since we happen to be talking about magazines and newspaper apps for the iPad, why don't we just take a look at this random icon which has just sprung up on the iPad in my hand. Strangely, it says how to spend it. Click there, and yes, we are into the how to spend it iPad app. And it's not just a question of being the magazine reproduced in iPad form. It has much more than that. Now, amongst the many remarkable features of this app is this. Now, I'd be the first to admit that if I'm looking for a particular reference to something which appeared maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 50 editions ago in How to Spend It, it can be quite hard to plow through an entire pile of them looking for it. In fact, it's nearly impossible. Now, because of the app, we have this new search function here where you can go through the content of all of the last 60 editions, and then of course the content from the new editions as they come out will be added. So every time you go into the app, it will be updating not only with new material but new back issues going right the way back, nearly 2 years of content all there. It's quite a remarkable event. It's the beginning of a completely searchable luxury archive, the like of which there's never really been. Now, another advantage of searchability is this. This is the gift guide, and this is exclusive, doesn't appear in the magazine. And if you're like me and you're a bit clueless about how to buy gifts and what to buy, you can go by category, you can go for him and her stuff, you can go for the time it appeared and the price you're buying at. So it's a comprehensive guide. There are something like 700 inspirational gift ideas currently on there, and of course they will be building and building and building as the months go by. Now, at this stage, you may be wondering what kind of investment am I going to have to make to have this app? Now, look, we're called How to Spend It, but I'm sorry to disappoint you on this occasion because the cost is actually absolutely nothing. It's completely free, both to download and to update on a daily basis with all our exclusive new content. So there